Real peoples, real places, real answers. Brought to you by Get Involved in Your Community. Get involved in your community. We are talking tonight, and we thank you for listening and tuning in. Thank you for opening the door in your home and listen to some of the things I'm going to have. I'm going to talk about motivation yourself. And sometimes we get caught up with everything else in our life, but we don't get caught up what's going on with us. And sometimes you have to remind yourself. You got to remind yourself. And then that's what that means, encouraging yourself. You see, you should learn to encourage yourself, because when you encourage yourself, it's help you to do things. Sometimes it's just like certain things come across your mind, and then your mind will take it. When your mind take it, now if your mind take it and you go to thinking about it, if you're thinking about it, if it's sort of negative, what do it do to you? It sort of pull you. It's pull you down. And that's the reason you have to control your mind. You can't let your mind go any place it want to go. Because when you let it go any place it want to go, you is there with it. And you have to be very careful about that. Because I've been there. And you know, I used to have a lot to say about a lot of things, but now I don't say as much about myself. But when I think about good things. It's just like sometime when you have to pay bills and you get to thinking about your bills, and you know your money is not quite right to pay them bills. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you just sit and just think about that? Just tell me, if you sit and think about it, do that help you? Anytime when you can't motivate yourself, don't think about that. I'm telling you, don't think about it, but sometimes learn how to grasp that. You understand that? It's just the same thing. The worst thing it is, you thinking about paying your bills, and you know you had the money, and you know you should have paid it, and then you didn't pay it, and then you want to blame yourself. So what do you do? What do you do? Really? What do you do? You know you should have did that. And so that should teach you a lesson. Next time, when you have those people's money, you pay them people's. You pay them people's there. Don't wait. Because you know how when someone come around you and sometime, and you know you spend that money on something you shouldn't even spend it on. Maybe you may spend it on something you really didn't need. But here it is right there. You know the people done gave you warranties. They come, they done warn you about you have to pay it at a certain time. Then you mess around and go and buy something you know you should wait to buy, still just going on buying it, and then they come and like RG&E. You know RG&E, they won't just cut you right off. As long as you make arrangement, they won't cut you off. But if you don't make arrangement, they'll cut you off. And then when they cut you off, then you go screaming and hollering. Now you know you had extra money. You know you went a place and you did something. You really didn't have to do that. But sometimes what I'm saying, you got to learn to take care of your business first. You can't go and do all the other things and leave your business messed up. It's just like in the morning, you know the clock go off. And you know when the clock go off, you know you'll lay there, right? Then you lay there and then you want to think, I don't want to get up. And now you know you got to get up. You know you got to be to a place at 6:30. You know you got to be there. But you're going to lay there 15 or 20 minutes still just rolling out the bed. That's what I learned. I learned if you have something to do, don't sit and think about it. Just go and do it. And you know the longer you lay in that bed, boy, the more you want to lay in that bed, the longer. You understand what I'm trying to say. See, that's the trick of your mind. You see, when you got to do, see, when I get ready to get up and I got something to do, I don't even think about getting up. I just get up. And that's what you got to do a lot of time. You don't just think, just go ahead and do it. Because you know that's the thing to do. Then another thing, get habits of doing this. Don't wait until your bill due next week. You know, you understand what I'm saying. Here you is, it's the 20th, and it has to be paid the 23rd. Why you want to wait that late to pay it? Because sometime, case in point, suppose if something happened to your car, all right? And then you got to fix your car, but you go and take that money and fix your car. If you had to pay that bill, you had to get it from someone else. I'm just telling you, don't never wait till the last minute to pay your bill. When you have the money to pay it, you pay it. Pay it before time. If you pay it before time, you will have money to do other stuff. Don't never wait till the last day to pay something. When you do that, you're putting yourself. Sometimes you should fix it where, you pay your bills 10 days ahead of time. And that's the reason you pay your bills ahead of time, you always have a cushion. But if you just pay them right on time sometime, and sometimes you're going to run into a tight. And then when you run into that tight, and then you're going to mess with those people's money. And then when you mess with those people's money, and then those people, they don't want you to have that money. You understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Look at your record. And so get a habit of doing everything before time. Don't just pay your bill. The bill due the 20th. Well, why should you wait till the 20th? Why should you wait till the 19th to pay it? Why can't you pay it the 10th? Range things down where in case something come up, you will have that to pay the next bill. You understand what I'm saying, If you pay it, the bill due on the 20th, and here you is, if you pay it on the 10th or the 9th, suppose if something happen, you have time to have that money to do what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Then another thing, let's say something happened today at work, and it didn't help you. It didn't help you. It sort of bother you. But tell me something. Do it help you to take that home and worry about it? It doesn't help. Why you keep worrying about it? Do it make sense? That's what you ask yourself. Sometimes when you worry about something, just stop and ask yourself, do this make sense for me to worry about this? And ain't nothing you can do about it. Just understand that now. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But why we spend so much time there worrying about that? Then we worry about that so much, and then we ain't got time to really enjoy ourselves. It's like the same thing. Let's say you have $30 or something, and you take that $30 and then you may spend it for something wasn't yet worth spending, and then you need that $30. Then you want to beat yourself up. You understand what I'm saying? Also, always keep something where you can fall back on. Case in point, if you pay on debts, you never have to worry about no money. If you get a habit not paying, you will have it. It'll mess you up. I never forget one thing my mother, she taught me when I left home. The reason my mother taught me this, because in Georgia, we used to run the store and different stuff, and my mom and dad, they running it. We had a business. And so this business was, and a lot of people, they used to come down from New York, Florida, Chicago, New York, Cleveland, and a lot of them come home. When they come home, because we run a store in Salt Rock Junction, and they come, they party, man, they party. Then when they mess around there, and time for them to go back home, they don't have enough money to go back home. And I seen my mother and dad, I seen them help a lot of people get back home, and because they didn't have the money to get back, and my dad and mother, they felt bad for them. And so they let them have money to get back. And I don't know, some of them, they paid them back, some of them they didn't. Because my dad and mother, they were them kind of people. They always give people, If someone come home, they couldn't get back, they tried to make arrangement to help them get back, And so this is what really happened. And my mother, and then she taught me, she used to tell me about, they helped these people go back. And she used to tell me, she said, Will, I don't care what you do. I don't care where you go. Always keep your train fare home. And she always told me that. She told me don't go nowhere if you ain't got money to get back where you got to go. And she taught me that. And ever since she taught me that, And I kept that. And that was one of the best things she could have taught me. And I thank her for doing that. Because when I got to New York, that's well from New York. Now, wait a minute, I got to wait a minute now, what I do now. And then I came, and what I did was to have my trade fair home, where she taught me to do things to get credit. I got credit where, you know, you got a card, you can go anywhere, because today you got a card, you can go everywhere, but you got to make sure you pay them bills. You don't pay your bills, no people not going to let you use that card. And that's like everything else. And take care of your business. See, take care of your business, regardless to what. And another thing I learned too in life, if you tell someone something you're going to do, you do it. If I get $20 from you, and I tell you, I say, well, look, I'm going to pay you Friday. Friday, I'm going to pay you. I'm not kidding. I'm like that. I'm going to pay you Friday because, you know, suppose I want to get it back again. You see, a lot of time, people, they'll tell you what they're going to do, and they don't do it, and then you go back to the person and say, yeah, man, I can't do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they play games with themselves. They don't understand when you don't pay someone, you promise someone something. Hey, you try to bill it. If you don't pay him, you ain't going to have to pay me either. Then a lot of time, people, they like, you know, Barry, I have been at work, and people used to come to me. Every time I go to work, man, like I have $15 or $20, I'll be done taking all my money. So, you know, I learned this, learned that, right? So you come, hey, Will, let me have $1, let me have $2, let me have $2. Then every once in a while, they'll come and say, wait, Will. Say, man, I need about 5, 10. I said, well, you need 10? I said, yeah, I need 10, man. I said, okay. You know what I do? I let him have 10. You know why I let him have 10? Because that $10, it's hard for him to pay me that one. That $10, they're not going to pay me back. You know what happened? I don't have to want one lumber no more. Hey, you ain't getting nothing until you pay that back now. They come to Will. So, hey, man, you know, you ain't taking care of me, man. Now, I don't want them to pay me because what happened, every time I see them, I learn $3 or $4, $5 through the week and everything like that. I know if I let them have too much, you know something, they ain't going to come back. So the same thing. That way I don't have to worry about them. A lot of time, I may have $50 in my pocket and go to work. So this is enough to last me all the week. But they come dollar me and $2 and $3 and stuff like this. I don't have enough money for me to make it a week. You understand what I'm trying to say. But what I'm just saying all that to say is, you got to be in control. And you know, and that's like real, being real with yourself. You understand, when you tell someone something you're going to do, try to do it. If you can't do it, call them. It's like, if I tell you, say, hey, look, I'll be by to pick you up. If I can't get by to pick you up, I will call you. Especially, I know you got to go to work. You know what I mean? But I try not to get caught up with a lot of stuff like that. But see, a man is no better than his word. And learn not, let me tell you something. A lot of time, I used to, and sometimes, you know, I might even want to lie. It's hard for me to lie. When I just lie, I just feel guilty, you know? But I learned how to do that. But you don't learn how to do it. Just be truthful to yourself. If you're not truthful to yourself, you can't be truthful to me. You understand what I'm saying? And then another thing, what you have to do, a lot of time, you're on a job. And sometimes they may treat you worse than they do the next person. Then they may treat you wrong. Then when they treat you wrong, then you get angry. You get angry you know, inside of yourself. And then say, well, man, they treat me wrong. Now, if you keep thinking about that, and you know that'll drive you, but I learned to put all that stuff behind me. But when a person treat me wrong, I call them off and talk to them and say, hey, man, I'm going to think y'all did me right about that. Still to me, mumbling and hiring them and everything like this right here. I had to call a lot of my supervisors and stuff. I had to say to myself, talk to them. No, man, I don't think you did me wrong on that, man. You know, the same thing. You can say what you want to do. I'm just going to tell you, I don't like that. No, you know, the same thing. But I always try to take care of your business, okay? Then another thing in life, stay out other people's business. Stay out people's business. Don't try to stay in people's business. You can't take care of your own business. If something happened to a person, don't go telling no one what happened to that person. Oh, so happened to it, man. Yeah, he got drunk. No, I ain't gonna tell you got drunk. I ain't gonna tell you nothing, because saying that's not my business. And because you don't want nobody to tell your business. You understand what I'm saying. You got to be honest with yourself. And what I learned in life lately, love, I learned a lot. When I came up, I didn't have a lot of knowledge and different stuff, couldn't read and stuff like that. But you know something? But I listened. And and what I tried to do is be myself. And I try to love everybody. I try to treat everybody right. I don't treat you, I don't care my mother, I don't care if you. If my mother wrong, she wrong. And my mother taught me that. And that's where I always was. I don't care who you is or who you are, but you're wrong, you're wrong. And so you have to be that way all the time. And always keep a smile on your face. And that's what I learned too. Keep a smile on your face. I tell you, sometimes, I've been through a lot of things. And a lot of time I've been through things, and when I going through some of the things come now, I think back. And I think, because I know I ain't got no business being here. I supposed to be dead a long time ago. I'm talking 4 or 5 times. I'm talking car accidents, a lot of other stuff. And man, I don't even supposed to be here. You understand that? And sometimes when these pressures come, I think about, I ain't got no business being here. And boy, I tell you, it's nothing better than having that joy, and the same thing, and car accidents. And I think about that sometimes. I think about falling off the tractor about to run over me, things like that, And I think sometimes when I just talk, but. And now I don't have to say all of that. And you see what I mean? You don't understand. You want to say something and you can't say it. Then when you come out, you're studying and everything. Then you get ready to tell someone something. The bus coming. You go, but the bus comes. Well, I'll see you later, And, and a lot of times people say they know how I feel. No, you ain't know how I felt. I went through a thing. No one know how I felt but myself. But you know one thing I thank God for. I never did stop. Regardless, I had handicaps and everything. But one thing I'm going to say, you got to learn to love yourself. Regardless to what everybody said about me, about everything, but I loved it myself. And I still love myself. And I'm going to continue to love myself. And I tell you another thing, and I'm going to love you. It don't make no difference. I'm going to love you. Even if I don't have nothing to do with you, but I still love you. Because you see, love, you can't be loved. When you someone said, well, I love you, Will. Man, if you don't love yourself, you can't love me. See, a lot of times people want to love other people, they don't love themselves. Then if you be around a person long enough, I tell you what, you watch for this. If a person love himself, he won't treat himself right. If a person love himself, he won't treat you wrong. Now, if a person don't love himself, he'll treat you wrong, treat everybody else wrong. Just think about that now. Just pay attention when you around people. You'll know, do they love themselves or love someone else? If they don't love themselves, ain't no way they can love me. If you don't love yourself, brother, you can't love me. How you gonna love me? You don't love yourself. And that's what you tell lots about persons just being around them. Just listen to what they're saying. Huh? Just listen to what they're saying. Even yourself. When you're talking, people listen. And when you make sense, people listen. People don't want nobody listening. Hey, do you make sense, brother? Hey, it's simple as that. And so this life will give you what you give it. I like to have a good time. I like to talk to people sometime when they're going down, and I come talk to them. Then they build themselves up, and then they go to feeling, they go to smile, and they go to laugh. When I first see them, they was in the ditch, man. And when I get to talking to them, man, that just motivate me. When I motivate you, it just motivate me. And that's the reason I told the Lord, if you ever start me talking, I'll never shut up. And that's the reason now I talk so much. And I enjoy it. I enjoy just seeing things, I enjoy just seeing a person. I enjoy just seeing a person smile. And that's the reason I look at you, man. I look at people, I just go to smiling, man. Especially, man, because I live out there in the country, I guess when I see a lot of people, I just smile because I ain't used to seeing people all the time, But I enjoy it, though. That's what life is, having a joyful time. sitting up laughing and talking. I'm not talking, that's not laughing. Man, you laugh, you get down here, in your stomach, man, and that's you get a laugh, man. And, you just enjoy yourself. And then the more more I talk to people, the more I talk with them, the more I motivate them, I really motivate myself, and get to talking, man. Things just come out my mouth, man, and things I done forgot about, man, just feeling good and everything, man. Sometimes when things come, man, even my water go to running out my eyes, man. Sometimes I watch a movie, man, and movie touch me, man, my heart, water go to running out my eyes, man, that's good, And so that's what I'm saying, man. Live right, brother. So live right. You live right, man. Let me tell you. So what goes around, comes around. And you send out good stuff. Motivate people. Don't knock people down, man. People are already beat down. Don't go and beat them down more, man. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the same way when you beat somebody else down, somebody's going to beat you down. So the same thing. Give them love, man, a smile or something. Say something good about them. Everybody done put them down. Don't you put them down, man. Everybody done make mistakes, man. You gonna make mistakes too. But the same thing. Don't use it, just keep beating them. They get beaten, Don't never look at the worst thing the person do. Sometimes look at the best thing they do. They need motivation. Do they know anything about us? Man, do you understand that? Sometimes people don't understand. You talk to them a little and you see they don't understand. That's your job, to motivate them. And when you motivate them, when you lift them up, who you really lifting up? Yourself, man. And something you can't buy. This is a lot of things you can't buy this, man. And this is what love is. Love is all about treat yourself right, treat other people right. Then you can help a person. Person going somewhere. He ain't got money to go. Help him. He may need something to eat or something. Buy him something to eat. You know what I mean? And not just giving my money away. That's not giving my money away, man. And you give people something, enjoy giving it to them. When you enjoy giving it, it'll come back the same way. And you know something, man? I don't never suffer for nothing, really. I always been there. I ain't never suffered. I've been to places, got there, didn't have no money. He never missed a meal. Never missed a meal. Someone always showed up. Someone always showed up. And that's the reason I'm just proud to be, to love the Lord and, and love you, and love people, And I just enjoy talking. And so my wife and I, we are getting this show, Real People, Real Place, and Real Answers. We really working on this to get out in the community, motivate our young people, motivate our older people who's never ill. If you want to be taught, you come, brother. We're going to have a good time, man. We just going to enjoy ourselves with the joy, that joy, the unspeakable joy, And then be truthful to yourself. You see, if you're not truthful to yourself, you can't be truthful to nobody. Search yourself. You find anything wrong in there. You can fix it. Take time to fix it. Because if you don't fix it, it's going to come up again. You know what I mean? Don't talk about people, it's all right to talk, but sometimes you can talk to hurt people, you know what I mean? Don't send that stuff out on people, They already doing bad, man. Then you putting them down, whooping on them, beating on them. Man, all right, like pouring water on a grinding man. We don't want to do that, man. Have love in your heart, get people together, could help one another, you know what I mean? Like the young people, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Let's talk to them about drugs, When they get on these drugs, man, they can't even get a job, man. You know that. They check you now every 3 months. Every 3 months, they're going to check you. And they hide people. A lot of people, reason they can't get a job because they're on drugs, man. And so if you on drugs, you need help, and you can't get that help. You understand that? And don't tell yourself what you can't do. You can do it. You can stop doing anything. If you put your mind to it, you'll stop doing it. Don't let that go in your head. Well, man, I got to have. You ain't got to have nothing. The only thing you got to do is die. You gonna do that, man. The same thing. And don't keep beating yourself up. Why are you taking something you can't control it? Why you gonna take something in your body and you can't get a job? He mess you up this way. Here you as a young person going to school, then you dealing with drugs, and then you can't get a job. Now, do it make sense to do it on drugs? I don't know. Do you tell me something? Ask yourself the question. Help yourself, brother. Sisters, help yourself. It's time to wake up. Is it doing you any good to feel good? What good to feel good for half an hour and then what you do the rest of the day? Then you can be miserable because you can't get it. Why you do yourself like that? Don't tell yourself what you can't stop doing. You can do anything. You put your mind to it, you can do it. But it's up to you. That's love. Get that love in you. You get that love in you and get that joy in you. It's good in you. Don't let anybody tell you it's bad. You think just because I used to drink, I used to go get a drink, man, I get high. Oh, I'm all right, Lord, I'm high, but the minute I get sober up, I'm right back where I left from. Is that what you want to do yourself? Don't do yourself like that. I've been there, brother. Don't let no one tell you what you can't do. Set your mind and do it, man. Have good things. If you think on these things. Didn't say think on them other things. Think on the things going to uplift you. If you think on the things going to uplift you, you always feel good. But you think on things going to beat you down, you will beat down. So as a man thinks, so is he. You got to watch the way you think, man. You can't think on all them crazy things and expect to do right. Just think. You can't think about someone ain't doing nothing. You with them all the time. What you think? Whatever you around gonna rub off on you. If you have someone around you, they ain't doing nothing, sooner or later, you ain't gonna be doing nothing either. That's fake. You understand that? Yeah, if you around somebody doing that, motivate them to do something. That's what they do. No one gonna hang around me. I don't hang around people who don't work, don't want nothing. No, I can't handle that. Why? I'll be the same way. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because it's something. If this person around me, if he want to go somewhere, I help him go. But the same thing, I'm not gonna try to just pull him up. No, you can't do that. You got to pick your battles. And you pick your battle, you already know won your battle. You want it yourself. You got to love, man. Give love to yourself. Love yourself and motivate yourself. There's plenty of people out here to help, man. Don't go around and walk with your head down. Why you got your head down? Lift it up. You look down, that's all you can see down. You look up, you can look up, brother. Just think about it, man. Life is good. It's what you make it. That's what real people in real places are all about. Get involved in your community. Help the people. That's what we are, to help people, to motivate people. Because you can make it. Don't let no one tell you what you can't do. No one. Don't you let yourself tell you. See, they ain't going to tell you, yourself will tell you. He'll pick out everything in your life. And then you got to do it. You got to be in control. Be in control of what's over you. Ain't nothing going to separate me. You understand what I'm saying? I came too far to turn around. I'm not going to let Will turn me around. And that's what you got to learn. You got to watch yourself. I ain't talking watching other people. Sometimes we don't watch other people, so if you ain't watch other stuff, take care of your own business. You know what you're doing right. You know what you're doing wrong. You understand what I'm saying? That's love. Real people, real places, real answers. Brought to you by Get Involved in Your Community. Get involved. Thank you.